This feels like an important message, and I'm going to channel the angels so that we can truly understand what the message is all about. But first, I need to share with you what happened. Yesterday, I had quite an interesting energy come in. First of all, I couldn't send an email, and my inbox was doing something strange, and I realized nothing happens by chance. Everything is a symbol and a sign reflected back to us, always. So I paused and I said, what is the message here? And the message was, get support. Don't do it all alone. And you need to share this message with others. Because what happens with the mind is when we're born and we're learning about this world and we're trying to navigate here on earth, we become, we're separate. We're a separate experience of consciousness. And so we become me, and the mind is programmed to protecting the individual. And then we can forget that we actually, at the truth of us, we are all connected, we are one. And we can forget that we have angels and that we have others that are in this world that can support. And so the message that I bring through for you right now, well, part of it, because in a moment I'm going to channel, but it's call on your angels and your guides for support. And ask friends and family. Be honest, be truthful for what's really going on for you, and share with others. Be vulnerable. Be brave enough to be vulnerable, to say what's really going on in your world, so that you can get that support. So that's a very important message. And that was because I was trying to do everything by myself, and I have the most wonderful support. I call her the Chief of Everything Officer, Adriana. And so I just messaged her and I said, can you take care of this? And boom, she does it so quickly and easily because she's great at the technical stuff. And I'm here with all these energies and channeling. And so another message that's coming in now is that technical things like laptops, phones, all of that, they really feel the high frequency. So when I'm doing a lot of channeling, and then I am going to check messages on my phone, then sometimes the phone just can't handle the high frequency. So pay attention to your electronics. Like sometimes lights flashing or your phone's doing weird things. So this is what happened. After that, I am trying to upload a video that I channeled, and it's such a powerful video with so many important messages, and you can go and have a look at it. It was something that I posted like maybe 2-3 days ago, or maybe even just 2 days ago. And it was taking an hour to upload. So I once again, I'm always observing, and I'm just like, okay, the universe is mirroring something. Slow down. Be present. Like the video is taking an hour to upload. You can take an hour to just be, breathe, slow down. That's another message. So then I check my phone, and the craziest thing happens. Whew, goosebumps. Wow. My grandmother died a few years ago. She was a great teacher, and she took me under her wing. She could see at a very young age that I'm gifted, or just very tuned in and can see beyond this 3D world. I go beyond the mind illusion and into the energy state, and so she could see that, and she supported me, and I then supported her when she was dying and leaving her body, and sending her Reiki where she was in pain, and speaking to her soul to gently move up in the energy centers so that she could ascend and leave through her crown without any attachments. And so we were very, very close. When she died, the day she died, a tiny baby newborn praying mantis appeared and sat on me for hours. And then, like a few months later, I was up the hill sitting on a bench, just looking out at nature. and a tiny baby praying mantis was on me. So then I knew that bench, being in that nature, was a place I could speak to Marion. So I went back there like a month later, and this butterfly was sitting on like near my shoulder on the bench. And I said, if you're Marion, because she said before she died that she's going to come visit me as a butterfly. And in Nicaragua, we have many butterflies. So she did say orange. So this butterfly was more like brown with some orange. I said, if you're Marion, show me. No jokes. This butterfly flew into my third eye, into the middle here. Not just once. It did it again, and then a third time it flew and it came and touched the top of my head, and then it landed exactly back where it was. And I just sat there and I started to speak with Marion and get a lot of information about what happens when we pass away on the other side. And I'm actually writing a book which is about spiritual awakening, and will include all of this because there's so much to share. And so that happened then. Yesterday, of course, I haven't heard from Marion for ages because she can't email me. So I'm checking my emails, and all of a sudden, all of my most recent emails disappear, and my sent items are all Marion. So I'm like, okay, she really wants to tell me something. So I open the first email, and it's about my brother when he had cancer. And at that time, I was sending him a lot of Reiki, and she was supporting him. And it spoke about a man in Brazil called the God of John. And then Marion said I could just, then a butterfly was trying to get through the door. And I was like, okay, Marion, I am paying attention. You've got my attention now. I know you're here. And she said to me, Natalie, with the amount of light that channels through you, it can truly heal those that have released the layers, and it can truly help those that aren't able to see the layers to see the layers. So get out of your own way and channel and more and more and more and support more people. And I'm proud of you. And I just was like, because sometimes we can get in our own way. The mind can say, just stay small or do this. And so the message that's coming through for all of us is we are limitless, and we can create as far out as the mind expands. Use your imagination. But notice at the same time where you contract and constrict in your body when you are using your imagination to daydream and to manifest. Because all those contractions that you feel in the body are beliefs that you've been holding inside of you that are blocking you from being the full creator that you're here on earth to be. So now that Marion's got my attention, this morning I got on my bicycle, and there was a pramantis on the right handlebar, and so I went to yoga, and I just got this message that I need to come and sit and channel the angels with Marion because she's joining them. And so I channel 120 angels, but now it feels like I channel 121 because Marion's here, part of them. She's such a high frequency being. And to really bring in some light, shed some light on 2025, because what's going on here is such a big shift of the collective mind and the shadows, and it's so strong for us. So I want to see what we can understand, where we can get some support. 2025 is the laying of the foundations. Everything that you do in this year is setting up for the next 5 to 7 years. This year is an important year because it is a year of great change. It's a year of shedding the layers, letting go of the old patterns, old energies, so that more and more light can enter in through each one of you. So taking the work seriously individually and becoming very aware of your own mind. Your own mind is the way in which you are seeing the world. It is like binoculars. At first, you look through them to get to that one place where you can see clearly. So you are bringing two different views into one. This is what you are doing in 2025. You are able to fully see the shadows that have been hidden for so long. You're able to see the shadow and at the same time see the light, and not be scared of the shadow and not be drawn or attached to going into the light, but being very level-headed and open-minded and being able to sit and see both, so that you bring both of them together into oneness, into focus. And at that point, humanity is going to judge less and less, because it is at the very point of something happening that one immediately has an opinion and says, that's right and that's wrong. That's where the fault line is created. In 2025, you have this chance to see that it's two different energies and it's okay, and to have space for both. And by having space for both, it comes both into focus. And then you're able to see through the binoculars. And when you do see through, you are able then to see further. So instead of the mind being I, me, I'm separate, the mind will start to expand in 2025, and it will start to have a higher perspective view. And remember the we, the collective, the unity, which hasn't been gone anywhere. It's always been here. It's just that one has been so focused on the polarity. So when that focus happens and you start to see and experience life from higher perspective, there will be more patience, more understanding, and more acceptance of what is, knowing and understanding that there's a divine plan operating here. Nothing happens by chance. It is all divine perfection, and it is all unfolding exactly as it's meant to. And the more you get comfortable in the uncomfortable emotions and thought patterns, and the more you let go of attaching to the highs, the more you stay in the central balanced space of higher perspective, then something can happen. Because 2025 is this space asking you to see from this frequency. You can do it. You can do it. This is why it's all happening right here, right now. And then it paves the way for the next 5 to 7 years afterwards for higher frequencies to enter in, more connection to angels and aliens, feeling more supported, being able to see and experience beyond this dimension, raising the frequency into the 5th dimension. This is all coming up in the future, and it depends on 2025. So do the work. Do not resist the pain, the discomfort. Go into it. Face the darkness, because the light of your soul will dissolve every shadow. And as you do the work, you will be able to expand the mind and be able to see from higher perspective and hold qualities of more love, compassion, and kindness. This is what is being called for this year, and it is so important. Wow. And then what I see from this is that with this higher perspective and expanded mind, that lens which we look through, it's been so dirty for so long. But as we bring it together and we see clearer in unity, the dust that's been growing on that lens starts to clear because we're doing the work. So we clean that lens, we can start to see clearly and start to understand things better. And I'll keep channeling and supporting so that we can understand things deeper and deeper, to the point that some of us might be ready in this lifetime to actually take the lens off. And what that involves is you actually are able to look at every single belief and clear every single belief, even the ones that you think are positive beliefs. You let go of all the beliefs, negative, positive, good, bad, whatever it is. Just dissolve belief. And as you dissolve belief, you create space. And in that emptiness and that space is where God is. So more consciousness is able to live and communicate and be experienced here in a body without the programs of the mind running the show. This is the work we're doing. It's powerful. See, 2025 feels incredible. So yeah, I'll be here. I'll keep supporting you. Please, if you're new to this wonderful channel, subscribe, because as you do, it means that more people will see this video and be able to receive the support and the love. And also, if you'd like to be with me live on the 11th of every month, I do channelings, pick a card, answer some questions, and have guest speakers. On the 11th of February, I have Elisa Rushton, who's incredible. She works with DNA activation. So if you've got physical things that you want to heal, release emotional blockages or like mental patterns that are showing themselves, or you want to raise your frequency and connect to your soul, then join us on the 11th of February. I'll include the link. And also I am teaching Reiki, which is a powerful spiritual awakening in a journey, starting in April. So I'll have the link as well below so that you can read up about it. Go onto my website, feel the energy there. Under the courses, you'll see, when you read about Reiki, you'll see all the testimonials and you'll feel a resonance if I'm the right one to guide you. And I welcome you if I am the right one. So much love from me, the angels, and Marion. Namaste.